Star-Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key, arranged by Robert W. Smith. The words of our national anthem came from a poem called Defending Fort McHenry, written in 1814 by Francis Scott Key. He wrote this poem after he saw the Battle of Fort McHenry during the War of 1812. The poem was set to a popular British song written by John Stafford Smith. It became the national anthem of the United States in 1931 when President Herbert Hoover was in office.
The bandstand performed a national anthem at the Wolfpack National Hockey League in March and did a wonderful job. Please rise for the performance of the national anthem of the United States.
Take Me Out to the Ball Game, arranged by John Edwards. This is a yearly favorite everyone sings at the seventh inning stretch of many baseball games. At Griswold School, we sing it each year at our music and our school's concert. We would like to invite you to sing along on the first verse, and we will play the second verse alone. We will give you a few measure introduction, and then you can sing. Make sure to listen for Ivy making the crack of the bat.
Shaker Hymn by John O'Reilly. The melody for this piece is taken from a well-known Shaker tune called Simple Gifts. It was written and composed in 1848 by Elder Joseph Brackett. He was part of the Shaker settlement in Gorham, Maine.
Composer Aaron Copland used the Shaker melody in two of his compositions, making it well known to those outside the Shaker community. He used it in Appalachian Spring in 1944 and Old American Song for voice and piano in 1950. This tune has been adapted and arranged numerous times, so I'm sure you will know it.
And actually, this is one that we prepared for Upbeat Picnic, and our fourth graders sang at Thanksgiving around. So I'm sure you'll know the tune when you hear it. It's the one that we sing to the gift to the symbol. I wanted to mention that we have some other people in our group today helping us out. We have a few teachers and a few former Griswold school students. And we have Miss Bodette over there in the saxophone section. She's one of our 5th grade teachers. And we have Miss Dell in the flute section, and one of our 5th grade teachers. We have Miss Kavanaugh doing clarinet. And she was here at Griswold School. She was a student of mine a long time ago. And you all know her because she does some subbing and she did her student teaching here in the building. And her sister is here today. Her sister went to Griswold and Willard, so she was a student of mine way back when. And she's playing some tenor saxophone today. So that's another Miss Kavanaugh. So we have 2 Miss Kavanaughs today. So thank you so much for your help. You will also see, the majority of the kids that you see are 5th graders, but there are some 4th graders in the band that have done a really super hard work and a really great job this year. And so they earned the spot to be able to play with the 5th graders who play a little bit more difficult music. So 4th graders, raise your hand. 4th graders, a lot of them in the trumpet section, we have 5 of them. So congratulations to you for doing such a great job. band has one more piece. It's a very exciting piece, so we hope you enjoy it. And Abby's going to tell you a little bit about it. Then we're going to make a quick switch, and we're going to bring the fourth graders on, our beginning band. Okay, here's Abby to tell you about Triton.
Triton, fanfare by Robert W. Smith. Triton, a mythological Greek god, is the messenger of the deep. He is the son of Poseidon and Aphrodite, the god and goddess of the sea. Like his father Poseidon, Triton carried a trident, which is a unique fork with three spears. However, Triton's special attribute was a seashell that he blew with a trumpet to calm or raise the waves. Triton's fanfare, a celebratory statement for band, was inspired by the power of Triton's instrument and the recurring use of the number 3, from the three-quarters time signature to the use of the tritone, a musical interval consisting of 3 full steps. The fanfare creates a powerful musical statement for the band.
All right, thank you for being such a great audience for our first half. Let's show our fourth graders the same respect that you showed our fifth graders and give them your listening ears and nice calm body. Here is Delilah to tell you about our first piece.
American Spirit March is a patriotic medley of songs arranged by John Ryan. Listen carefully and see if you can pick out pieces of the following songs. The Star Spangled Banner, Your Vandal Flag, America the Beautiful, Bicentennial Tis of Thee, and Yankee Doodle. We hope you enjoy our first piece.
American Barn Dance, written by Ron Calvert. It is based on the American folk tune Old Joe Clark. Joe Clark was a veteran from the War of 1812 and lived in the Appalachian Mountains. Many verses were made up about him and his life. As time passed, many more verses were added to reach over 90 different verses. Picture yourself with your cowboy boots dancing the night away in a barn or after a long day of hard work on the farm.
We have a guest percussionist joining us today, making his cowbell debut. Please welcome our very own principal, Mr. Campbell. To be able to perform for you today. Thank you for helping us out and good luck.
What a fabulous job he did. He had to work really hard. It's eye-opening to come and join the band and go, oh, it doesn't just happen with the snap of our fingers. We really have to concentrate. We really have to work hard. Third graders, I hope you're really paying attention today. I know that many of you have already signed up for band, and I hope the rest of you are considering signing up. Please remind your parents to get signed up for band. I hope to see all of you, third graders, up here next year at this time. I'm excited to get started with you. Here is our next piece, and Madison's going to tell you a little bit about it.
The night mission by Brian Bowman. This is a piece that reflects on a peaceful night that turns out not to be so peaceful. If you have had a baby in the house, I'm sure you will relate to listen. Listen to the chaotic night in which each one walks in order as the clock is ticking and the madness unfolds.
would like to also mention on that last one, we had some help from one of our fifth graders, Ava Schofield. She was playing the bass drum. We needed one extra person for that one. And so she plays flute in the advanced band, but she decided to come and help us out with the bass drum. So thank you very much for your help, Ava. Before we go with our last one, I wanted to mention that we have some beautiful program covers. All the programs are the same, except some of them are different colors, and the pictures on the front are different. We had a contest. I have a contest every time we have a concert, and I choose some of the best artists and artwork that I see. So the artwork is amazing. So thank you, Ms. Lee, for your inspiration for all of our artists. And congratulations to Ava, Kenzie, Max, Robert, Lena, and Angelina. They were our winners, so you can see their artwork out in the music stand as you see. Thank you to all of our speakers. Thank you to my 4th and 5th graders who worked really hard. They really persevered this year to deliver a beautiful concert. Parents who are here, I want to mention that the Manzi Band Camp is still accepting some sign-ups. We have, at last count, I knew there was over 102 students signed up, 5th grade or 4th grade through 8th grade. So if your child is free for band camp, it's the 2 weeks, last 2 full weeks of June, and just a half day. It's very affordable. You can take this and go to their website and sign up, or and pay, or scan the QR code. The Manzi Band Camp is amazingly fun, and we have, aside from those 102 campers, we also have high school students who come in, and it's a great leadership role for them to come in and get some experience helping out with the younger students. And they've done an amazing job. The Manzi Camp is really fun, and the kids learn a lot and have a lot of fun and meet new friends that they're going to be going to school with for the next however many years, 6, 7 years, 8 years. So I hope that you'll consider that. Also on the back of your program, you see there's a little thing about horns for kids. And I wanted to give them a mention because they are an organization that accepts donations of instruments and donations of money. And they take these instruments and they use the donations of money to fix the instruments up. And then they put out a list 2 or 3 times a year to all the music teachers in the state. And you can apply to get an instrument. Almost every time I've applied to get an instrument, to have one for a student or to have an extra one if somebody's breaks, they are always so gracious. So if you need a place to give some donations for money, or you have any instrument, they will take any instrument, they will have it fixed up and donated to a school or a student that is in need. So they've been amazing to us. I want to mention them. So many other people to mention too. 4th and 5th grade teachers are amazing with their support and help in the classrooms, getting kids to band and getting them to lessons. I thank them all. Mr. Campbell and Mrs. Quinn, who are always very supportive of our band program here in town. Mrs. Riley Kazina, who also helps support our music program from 1st grade all the way up through 5th grade, team teaching with me on all the music classes. We couldn't do this without you as well. Mr. Tyler Boyle, our K-12 Fine Arts Coordinator, who keeps all of the music teachers and all of the art teachers in line and helps us, guides us in all of our things that we need to do as teachers. Mr. Benigni, thank you for your support of our music program townwide. We really have a great music program here in Berlin, and I'm very thankful to be working with the musicians and music staff that we have here. Parents, thank you for your support at home, for getting them to practice and helping them remember their instruments and all of the things you do behind the scenes. It's amazing how far they've come from 4th grade, where they couldn't open up their instruments, all the way till 5th grade when they're performing full-length pieces and doing an amazing musical job. Thank you to Nick Smith and his staff for recording for us today and doing pictures. Thank you to Mrs. Whittles and Mrs. Zupp in the office, who are always fielding all the phone calls. To our custodians, Mr. McCabe and his staff, thank you so much for setting up and breaking down all the chairs for both the concerts. Mr. Sheldon, our IT specialist, for help with the microphones and all that stuff that we need behind the scenes. I mentioned my staff here that's performing with the students, because music is something you can do forever. It's a lifelong love, and these teachers play because they still love to play their instruments. Thank you so much. This evening, I will also have Mrs. Sheffield from Willard School, who is the band teacher over there, and Mrs. Ryan from Hubbard School, who will also be joining us tonight to help us out. Thank you all for being a great audience. We have one more really exciting piece, and she'll tell you about it right now. Rachel's going to tell you.
Dragon survived Rob Grant. The dragon is a legendary beast in many European and Asian cultures. These creatures are usually ferocious, fiery beasts that represent the evils called by humans. According to legends, dragons lived in wild and far-off lands and guarded great treasures in their lands. The people who slayed the dragon would gain honor all as well. Griswold, Apollo, and St. George all became legendary heroes after slaying dragons. This is a very exciting food festival. Please enjoy the music while we slay the dragon. Thank you for being such a great audience. Please enjoy our last song, Dragon Song.